Can you repeat the question, please?
So this is what I have so far. Let's make the facts easy. Either these stocks belonged to her father, or they belonged to your father and should have been distributed to your father's heirs, which means that her father would have gotten then 20%,
Yes.
which he could have left to her, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Do you understand, Ms. Ingram?
Yes.
Yes.
In the event that they can establish to my satisfaction that originally all of these stocks, that this was all the stock that there was, that, first of all, you're going to have to prove that
Right.
this was all of the stock that there was. Let's say there were 10 shares. I don't know how many shares. Well, let's say they were 10. And all 10 shares belonged to your father. When he died without a will, each one of his 5 children would have been entitled to 2 shares.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Her father would have been entitled to 2 shares of those stocks. And you each would have been entitled to 2 shares or 20% of the entire stock. However, if the number of shares that were left were her father's piece of the estate, then you wouldn't be entitled to anything.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Am I making myself clear?
Yes, you are.
And I don't know that.
Oh.
Right now, all I have is that Benjamin Ingram Jr., and there's nothing about a junior on any of these statements, and there's nothing about her father's middle name on any of these statements. Right. And while you were a good sister and sort of took care of him, you had your own life and did not. I mean, not that it was your responsibility. Certainly his daughter did not. So you can't even rely on relative fairness. Right now, quite frankly, unless you can demonstrate to me the number of shares, and then it's her money.
Even if
Excuse me, Your Honor, can I show you this? I do have this paperwork right here from Praxair.
Well, just why don't you tell me what it is?
Well, it says Praxair. It says that it was 16 stocks. This is the thing. It doesn't say their dad or my dad. It just says Benjamin Ingram.
It just says Benjamin Ingram.
Correct. It says
And Benjamin Ingram
I'm
died.
the heir.
And Benjamin Ingram died. And I'm going to make this very,
Both of
very
them died,
simple
right.
and hopefully put it to bed for each of you.
Before you
In
say,
19... And what is that?
this states that Benjamin Ingram, the date of death, where he lived, the stock, EQ, shareholder stock, his Social Security.
Now, does it say how many shares of stock? Does it say how many shares of stock?
No. Okay.
What if I have taxes that say, I know I owe you money?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. She's not a lawyer. So I want you to be sort of comfortable with this fact. In 1975, without doing anything, your father died and left each of his children $10,000. They shared a life insurance policy. In today's dollars, in 2019, that $10,000 would probably, if you invested it marginally, would be probably worth, I don't know, $50,000.
But Judge, does it matter if my niece has done this before?
You mean she has another father?
No, but she has taken monies that did not belong to her. She has lied about certain
Well,
things.
what I'm telling you is, I'm not saying this money doesn't belong to her. I don't know how much involved you were with your father when he died. He clearly was a man who worked hard. He died when he was 48 years old. He was working in a company that probably gave him lung cancer, although they described his cause of death as natural. I'm telling you that at that time in his life, he saw to it that he had 5 children and that he was able to give each of them $10,000 so that they had $10,000, and if they invested it wisely, today they would have probably had far more money. They would have had 6 figures if that $10,000 was invested. So I don't think that you should feel all that badly if you, who knew nothing for the last 48 years, that you were missing this little piece of stock, that money went to your brother's only surviving child. I wouldn't feel terrible about it. You got $10,000 from your father, she got $10,000 from her father. I wouldn't feel terrible about it. So your case is dismissed. We're done here. Thank you very much.